Throughout all my cycles, including the one that I am currently on, I have been taking 250 milligrams of testosterone. Darn, I always get this one wrong. Cypionate, bopanate, totinate, every week, 250 milligrams per week. With this specific cycle, I started off with one supplier and I'm ending the cycle with a different supplier. Everything has been working out with Test Sip, and it's all slowly, surely, gradually coming together. I definitely feel great on test. I feel amazing. I can definitely say that I feel much more stronger and I feel much more energetic when I do come to the gym. I have been taking Test Sip for about 4 months now. I had to extend this cycle that I'm currently on because here where I live, unfortunately, sadly, we went into a surprise stay-at-home lockdown, which prevented me from coming to the gym for about a month and a little bit. Now, let me go over my experience and the side effects that I have noticed during my cycle with Test Sip. It has definitely increased my appetite. Pre-cycle, I used to be totally content with waking up, having just a cup of coffee for breakfast and calling it a day. Now, I need coffee and lots of food. With that being said, it was much easier for me to bulk on a cycle and gain some extra size. Something I definitely had trouble doing before my cycle. Now, throughout the day I have like 4 hefty meals. Sorry guys, I'm gonna have to finish this video off, unfortunately, in my car. When I was in the room, as soon as I was finishing that last part of the video, this group of skip ropers just decided to walk in with their little skipping ropes, like as if they were all practicing for a competition. They're in the mirror and I'm like, okay, well, I guess I'm not getting this video done. The one benefit that I absolutely loved from Test Sip is that it generated a lot of energy in me. I'm already a very energetic person, but now incorporating Test Sip into my system, I'm definitely extra energetic. So maybe in a sense, there's just a tad bit too much energy in me now, and it might be a little annoying too. Muscle endurance plays a huge role in this too, because I'm able to prolong my workouts without having my muscles get tired. Every time I go to the gym, I never feel tired, and for the last, how many months, 2 to 3 months that I have been back at the gym, there's never been a time where I've gone to the gym and I'm like, I don't want to work out. I always have the energy to keep my workouts flowing, and I have the ability to move weight and lift weight constantly, like I said, without getting tired and without my muscles getting tired as well. And that used to happen to me a lot pre-cycle. When I wasn't taking test, I would eventually, especially if I was working out my biceps, after maybe 3 or 4 workouts, my muscles just couldn't take it anymore. As well, my strength ability has increased and the gains have continued. However, because my body is still adapting to this testosterone, I'm not at a point where I could walk into the gym every single visit and increase my workouts by 10 pounds all the time. I'm not that strong, but instead I try to increase my rep ranges so that way I could go for a longer time. But of course, at the same time, I am still upping my weights as I go. I'm not, like I said, going to the gym and throwing on like 10s, 15, 20, every time. And I have evidently noticed a change and noticed my strength increase and me become stronger by continuing to up my rep ranges. And this one's going to be a very brief side effect, but I know that, when you jump onto test, hair growth starts to kind of kick in. But I never really thought that I would start to grow hair on my stomach. That's definitely something I had to, get a magnifying glass and be like, you sure? You sure that's hair? And it's hair. I just had a hefty breakfast. I had some breakfast sausages, some eggs, and some toast. I'm going to make a protein smoothie just to get some extra protein in, some micros, some fat, some calcium, some bopium, some dopium. But as I do so, I'm going to talk about the 3 different suppliers of testosterone that I've gotten from. Alrighty, to begin this great, bulking, bodybuilding, steroid using smoothie, I'm gonna be taking a cup of milk. Normally I use almond milk, but I actually ran out, and that was the one thing I needed to grab at the grocery store last night and forgot. Briefly, the first supplier that I got from for my very first cycle, which was over a year ago now, this was me being a rookie. I didn't do much research. and I didn't really look into the brand, the supplier that I was getting it from, just to find out later on that this brand has the worst reputation here where I live. It is a local brand. I definitely noticed a huge increase in body fat, which at the same time is good and bad, just because I was looking to put on some size, because I've said it in previous videos, I did struggle with just kind of like staying really small, and it was hard for me to get some size. Also, in a sense, I shocked my body, right? Because I've never been on a cycle, so I definitely, in a short amount of time, definitely added some size to my body. So the first one, Buster, see you later. Peace out. I'm gonna add just plain natural yogurt, and this is just gonna add, this is gonna be my calcium. So I'm gonna just kind of squeeze her in. Before I talk about the second supplier, I'm just gonna add a cup of blueberries into the smoothie to give it some flavor. This is going to be my carbs and add in some extra micros. Cha-cha-ching. Second supplier. This one has a really good reputation, and it's definitely known. I like this one as well. The supplier definitely did exactly what Test Sip is supposed to do, and I definitely did experience, you know, the good side effects, the good benefits, the advantages to being on a cycle with Test Sip with this supplier. With this supplier, this is when I noticed an increase in body hair. I started to grow some hair on my stomach. But don't worry, I'm maintaining that. I'm definitely not like a rainforest down there. Muscle strength for sure. I was able to lift longer for a longer period of time, which is a bonus. And I know a lot of people like to kind of, you know, make some comments about the fact that I don't lift as heavy as I should, but I would rather be able to extend my rep ranges than be able to come into the gym and add 10, 20 pounds each time. Okay, now we're gonna add some fats to the smoothie, and I'm gonna grab just regular peanut butter because this is the only one that I have in my cupboard over here. I'm just gonna add a spoonful of peanut butter, and this is going to be my fats that I'm incorporating. Okay, so get in there. This one, I like this one a lot because it definitely put me through an experience that I've never been through. I experienced test flu. My body reacted immediately to the first dose of this. And this is a test that I could genuinely feel in me. I noticed, in terms of benefits, an increase in strength for shizzle, an increase in energy. My body definitely, I noticed, because I look at myself in the mirror, got bigger. Bulking was much easier. Muscle endurance, I could, like I said, prolong my workouts. That's also something I noticed with the second supplier, is that I was able to prolong my workouts. So actually, thank you everybody. This is the protein powder that everybody recommended to me on YouTube. A little bit of that. Mix her up. So we got all our ingredients, and we got the calcium, we got the 1 second. Cheers, boys.